Hello Bond fans and everybody tuning into my channel. My name is Benjamin Lind, I'm the editor of the Bond Bulletin, and in this new series, 007 Effects, I want to take you behind the scenes of some of the special and visual effects that helped shape Bond's cinematic world over the years. Now we start with something rather simple, a technique called rear projection. Now what is it? Rear projection involves the projection of either a still or a moving image onto a translucent screen. The screen appears behind the live action being filmed. In our example, I am the live action as I'm speaking to you now. And what it does, it creates an effect of the background and the foreground combining into one single image. Technically, what you are seeing right now, the lovely beach and ocean behind me, is not a rear projection in the classic sense. It is chroma keying, but it is rather simple. So I'm actually standing in front of a blue screen, and in the video editing I have taken out the blue and replaced it with a Jamaican beach. So technically it is a form of rear projection.
One typical use of rear projection involves filmed moving scenery projected on a screen while a character sits in a car, so that the car appears to be in motion. A really good example of rear projection can be found in Alfred Hitchcock's 1959 thriller North by Northwest. Actor Cary Grant is chased by a crop duster plane and ducks in the very last moment to escape its attack. The realism of the scene was achieved by filming real footage with Grant and the plane on location at California Highway 155 near the town of Delano. The few inserts that were shot in the studio utilized the rear projection technique. This behind-the-scenes image shows Cary Grant diving to the ground with the plane passing and shooting at him on a rear projection screen. When we look at the James Bond films, the same rear projection has been used a couple of times throughout the decades, however, often creating a rather amusing effect. In the very first Bond film, Dr. No, we see James Bond driving his Sunbeam Alpine up the mountain road to meet Miss Taro. The choice of using rear projection here was not at all a bad one, given the low budget of 007's first screen adventure. However, the technique is used poorly during the ensuing car chase, and the footage does not at all blend well with Sean Connery's acting in the front. Despite Connery doing a really good acting job here, the movement of the car does not sync with the rear projection, nor does the distance of the car chasing Bond. Finally, issues with focus and depth made the scene a rather dodgy one. Another rear projection was used in Dr. No's lair on the island of Crab Key, where Bond and Honey admire the huge aquarium. As production designer Ken Adam explained, they decided to use a rear projection screen and get some stock footage of fish. What they didn't realize, however, was that because they didn't have much money, the only stock footage they could buy was of goldfish-sized fish. So, by using the rear projection technique, they had to blow up the size and put a line in the dialogue, with Bond talking about the magnification. Following a script rewrite, the briefing scene between Spectre's number 1, Rosa Klepp, and Kronstein in From Russia with Love had to be partly refilmed. This becomes especially evident in Lotte Lenya's close-up, which she had to do again. The overall use of rear projection in the James Bond film series can furthermore be reduced to scenes involving driving cars and action scenes in which the actors had to be visible in close-ups.
Well, I can see this is really my day. Gin.
While the films of the 1960s relied heavily on rear projection, The use of the technique became less frequent throughout the decades, while also blending better with the action when it came to be used. The final rear projections were used in John Glenn's License to Kill in 1989.
My job is to help you.
Like you helped Henderson.
I'm taking you to a place of safety.
No, this time I'm taking you. I want some information. I want it now. Hello, Base 1. There's nothing here but volcanoes. Understood. Steady.
Press that pedal, boy!
It's getting cold. You're being very secretive. Where are we going?
I want another look at that Stromberg laboratory.
I'm just a humble pilot in the service of the Drax Corporation.
Think twice, 007. It's a long way down.
Love a drive in the country, don't you?
Looks like we got away with it.
Perez.
Sí, dígame.
Bond is escaped.